So hello my dear students, this is Sir Gordhiman again welcomes you all in our Path Maths online classes. My dear students, in the last video we have started the topic line and in which we have completed the formation of equation of lines. और बच्चों दो इक्वेशन ऑफ लाइन निकालने के लिए हमारे पास दो मेथड थे. नंबर वन, whenever the line is passing through a point and its direction is given to you. And the second case which we discussed that whenever line is passing through the direct two points. इन दोनों केसेस से हम लोगों ने इक्वेशन ऑफ लाइन फॉर्मेशन की थी. टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट विद द टॉपिक एंगल बिटवीन द टू गिवन लाइन्स. सो लेट द इक्वेशन ऑफ लाइन गिवन टू एस आर वेक्टर आर इज इक्वल टू a1 प्लस लैम्डा ऑफ वेक्टर b1 and second is your vector r is equal to a2 plus mu of vector b2. Vector b1 and vector b2, these are the direction of the lines, and direction is the region which forms the angle between two lines. So the angle between these two lines will be given by cos theta is equal to due to their direction. So this is b1 vector dot b2 vector upon b1 magnitude and b2 magnitude. So this is the angle between the given two lines whose direction are given as vector b1 and vector b2. So this is the vector form in which we can find the equation of we can find the angle between the two lines. Now let us consider the equation of line in Cartesian form are given as your x minus x1 over a1, y minus y1 upon b1, z minus z1 upon c1. Second is your x minus x2 upon a2, y minus y2 upon b2, z minus z2 upon c2. These are the given two equation of line in Cartesian form. Then the cos theta is given by, this is simply given by a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 upon a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square under the root and a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square under the root. This is the angle between the two lines whenever Cartesian form is given to you, and this is the angle given by whenever the vector form is given to you. So both are the same, both are similar actually. अगर आप b1 vector और b2 vector की वैल्यू रख के डॉट प्रोडक्ट लेंगे, this will remain same, and the magnitude of vector b1 is also given by a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square, and the vector b2 will be given by a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square. Now let's see some cases are there. The case number one, if theta is your 90 degree. In case whenever vectors are perpendicular to each other, the angle between them is 90 degree, then what will happen? Cos 90 will be 0. This is equal to b1 vector dot b2 vector upon b1 magnitude and b2 magnitude. Now cos 90 is 0, so this is 0 is equal to b1 vector dot b2 vector upon b1 magnitude into b2 magnitude, and this will give you b1 vector dot b2 vector will be 0. So in case whenever two lines are perpendicular to each other, then b1 vector dot b2 vector will be equal to 0. Same case will happen in case whenever theta is your 90 in your Cartesian form as well. The cos 90 will be 0. 0 implies this is equal to a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 upon a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square under the root, or a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square under the root, that will be equal to 0, implies this is your a1 a2 plus b1 b2 plus c1 c2 will be equal to 0. So dear students, whenever two lines are perpendicular to each other, then sum of the products of their direction ratios will be equal to 0. a1 a2 b1 b2 c1 c2 will be equal to 0 means उनके डायरेक्शन रेशियोज की प्रोडक्ट का सम हमेशा 0 होगा. कब? जब दो लाइंस आपस में परपेंडिकुलर हैं. एंड द सिमिलर केस विल बी हैपन व्हेनेवर डायरेक्शन कोसाइंस आर आल्सो गिवन टू यू. दिस विल हैपन आल्सो इफ l1 l2 plus m1 m2 plus n1 n2 is equal to 0 also happen whenever lines are perpendicular to each other. अगर लाइन परपेंडिकुलर है बच्चों, तो डायरेक्शन रेशियोज और डायरेक्शन कोसाइंस दोनों ही की प्रोडक्ट का सम हमेशा 0 होता है. ये कैसे होता है? लेट मी फाइंड. देखिए, लेट्स से दिस इज द कंडीशन गिवन टू यू इन कार्टेशियन फॉर्म. दिस इज cos 90 0, so this can be further written as, how can be written? Let's see. let's see, this can be written as your a1 over a1 square plus b1 square plus c1 square under the root multiply by a2 over a2 square plus b2 square plus c2 square under the root plus same as your b1 upon, this is the magnitude of b1, मैं directly लिख देते हैं आपको, this is b1 magnitude into b2 upon b2 magnitude plus this will be your c1 upon c1 magnitude and c2 upon c2 magnitude. What is this? This is your L, direction cosine L1, this is L2. L1 stands for direction cosines along x-axis for the first line, L2 is the direction cosines along x-axis for the second line, L1 L2, this is M1, this is M2 plus N1 and N2 will be equal to 0. So whenever two lines are perpendicular to each other, it implies their product, the sum of the product of their direction ratios are equal to 0, as well as the sum of the product of their direction cosines will be also be equal to 0. बच्चों दो लाइन परपेंडिकुलर है तो उनके डायरेक्शन रेशियोज की प्रोडक्ट का सम 0 होता है और साथ साथ उनके डायरेक्शन कोसाइंस की प्रोडक्ट का सम भी 0 होता है. सो दिस इज द केस विच वी डिस्कस व्हेन एवर लाइन्स आर परपेंडिकुलर टू ईच अदर. व्हाट हैपन व्हेन एवर लाइन्स आर पैरेलल टू ईच अदर? In case whenever lines are parallel to each other, then their direction ratios are proportional to each other. Second case, if lines are parallel to each other, in that case a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2. उनके डायरेक्शन रेशियोज का रेशियो हमेशा proportional होता है, they are in same proportion whenever two lines are parallel to each other. So dear students, one more topic is remaining, which is the shortest distance in between of the two lines or two skew lines. Let me discuss later. First of all, let me do some questions based on the topic which we have discussed today. So the first question of your exercise 11.2 is your, we need to, let's see, show that three lines with the direction cosines given to you are mutually perpendicular. My dear students, the first question of your exercise 11.2 states that there are the three lines given to you whose direction cosines are given. So we need to show that these are mutually perpendicular lines. So let me do this question number 1. Question number 1 is your, we are given with the three lines whose direction cosines as 12 by 13. Second is your minus 3 by 13, 4 by 13, minus 3 by 13, minus 4 by 13. This is the direction cosines of the first line, and 4, 12 and 3. These are the direction cosines of the second line. Third case is your 3, minus 4 and 12. These are the direction cosines of the third line. We need to show that these three lines are mutually perpendicular, means फर्स्ट लाइन सेकंड लाइन पर परपेंडिकुलर है, सेकंड थर्ड पर परपेंडिकुलर है, और थर्ड हमारी फर्स्ट लाइन पर परपेंडिकुलर है. और बच्चों मैंने अभी बताया कि दो लाइन जब परपेंडिकुलर होती हैं तो उनके डायरेक्शन रेशियोज़ की प्रोडक्ट का सम 0 होता है. अगर डायरेक्शन रेशियोज़ नहीं गिवन है, डायरेक्शन कोसाइंस गिवन है, तो उनके डायरेक्शन कोसाइंस की प्रोडक्ट का सम भी 0 होता है. ये मैंने आपको बताया है. सो दिस इज़ योर नथिंग बट L1 M1 N1, दिस इज L2 M2 और N2. सो वी नीड टू शो दैट L1 L2 प्लस M1 M2 प्लस N1 N2 दिस विल बी इक्वल टू 0. और इसके लिए क्या करते हैं, दिस इज द वैल्यू ऑफ L1. सो 12 by 13 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 4 by 13 प्लस M1 is minus 3 by 13 multiply by 12 by 13 plus this is minus 4 by 13 and this is your 3 by 13, and this will be your 48 by 169 minus 36 by 169 and this is minus 12 by 169. You will see this is 48 by 169 minus 48 by 169 will give the value as 0. So you can see the direction cosines product, the sum of the product of the direction cosines are equal to 0. It implies these two lines are perpendicular. and similarly we can show that the product of L2, L3, M2, M3, N2, N3 will also be 0, and after that we will prove that L3, L1, M3, M1, N3, N will be 0, and this is your homework to all of you. You have to also show that this is L3, M3, N3, तो आपने अभी शो करना है क्या, L2, L3 प्लस M2, M3 प्लस N2, N3, ये वैल्यू 0 आनी चाहिए. सिमिलरली L3, L1, M3, M1 और N3, N1, this will also be 0. It means the first line is perpendicular to second line is perpendicular to third line, and third line is perpendicular to the first line, which implies as all these three lines are mutually perpendicular to each other. So this was the question number first of your exercise 11.2. So let's see the question number second. What states? Show that the line through the points 1, -1, 2, 3, 4, -2 is perpendicular to the line through the points this one. We are given the two lines which are passing through the two different points. एक लाइन जो 2 पॉइंट से पास करती है, एक और लाइन है जो अलग 2 पॉइंट से पास करती है, और हमें शो करना है कि ये दोनों लाइन आपस में परपेंडिकुलर हैं. और बच्चों परपेंडिकुलर होने के लिए सेम कंडीशन वी हैव टू यूज़ द डायरेक्शन रेशियोज़ की जो प्रोडक्ट का सम होगा दैट शुड बी इक्वल टू 0. चलिए पहले डायरेक्शन रेशियोज़ निकालते हैं दोनों लाइंस के, फिर उनकी प्रोडक्ट का सम चेक करते हैं. अगर वो 0 आता है तो इसका मतलब लाइंस परपेंडिकुलर है, अदरवाइज दीज आर नॉट परपेंडिकुलर. सो दिस इज द गिवन फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज योर 1, लेट दिस इज द गिवन लाइन, 2 लाइंस, पॉइंट इज 1, -1, and your this is 2, and 3, 4 and -2 is the second point through which the line is passing. That this is your A, this is B, and CD is your 0, 3, 2, 0, 3, 2, and another point through which this line is passing as 3, 5, 6. So this is your CD. So we have the line AB, we have line CD. AB line is passing through the two points 1, -1, 2, 3, 4, -2, and CD is the line passing through the point 0, 3, 2 and 3, 5, 6. So dear students, we need to check whether these lines are perpendicular or not. और उसके लिए क्या कर सकते हैं, हमें डायरेक्शन रेशियोज़ निकालने होंगे, क्योंकि हमें पता है कि लाइंस परपेंडिकुलर कब होती है, जब उनके डायरेक्शन रेशियोज़ की प्रोडक्ट का सम 0 होता है. सो लेट मी फाइंड द डायरेक्शन रेशियोज़ ऑफ योर लाइन AB. और डायरेक्शन रेशियोज़ कैसे निकालते हैं, अगर 2 लाइन पास करती है 2 पॉइंट से, तो डायरेक्शन रेशियोज़ आर गिवन बाय x2 - x1, y2 - y1 and z2 - z1. दिस इज़ योर x1 y1 z1, दिस इज़ x2 y2 z2, and given by 3 - 1 2, 4 - +1 5, 2 - 2 - 4. And direction ratios of line CD are given by, this is your x1 y1 z1, x2 y2 z2. So 3 - 0 3, 5 - 3 is 2, and 6 - 2 is 4. So let me check whether the sum of the product of their direction ratios are equal to 0 or not. So this is your, as this is your now A1 B1 C1, and this is your A2 B2 C2. So A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 should be equal to 0 if lines are perpendicular. So this one, let's see, 2 into 3 plus 5 into 2 plus -4 into 4 implies 6 plus 10 minus 16, and this is 16 minus 16 is equal to 0, implies that these lines are perpendicular to each other, because you can see that the sum of the products of their direction ratios are equal to 0. So बच्चों line perpendicular है. Now let's see the question number 3. This is the same question what we have done in this question, but in this case we have to show that the lines are parallel to each other. पैरेलल होने के लिए बच्चों मैंने बताया था कि पैरेलल अगर लाइंस होती हैं तो उनके डायरेक्शन रेशियोज़ का रेशियो सेम होना ज़रूरी है. तो यहाँ पर सेम 2 लाइंस गिवन है, 2 लाइंस जो 2 पॉइंट से पास करती हैं. सबसे पहले दोनों लाइन का आप डायरेक्शन रेशियोज़ निकालेंगे. दोनों लाइन के जो डायरेक्शन रेशियोज़ आएंगे दे शुड बी प्रोपोर्शनल टू ईच अदर. वो अगर आप A1/A2, B1/B2 और C1/C2 की फॉर्म में मिलते हैं, तब कह सकते हैं कि लाइंस आर parallel to each other. So this was the question number 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 मैंने आपको कल ही बताया था कि आप लोगों ने खुद करना है, क्योंकि दिस वाज द होमवर्क टू फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू. और इसके अंदर अगर आपको क्वेश्चन फिर भी आप समझ लेते हैं बच्चों, तो यू कैन कॉल मी और यू कैन व्हाट्सएप मी द क्वेश्चन वट एवर यू वांट टू डू, देन आई विल इलस्ट्रेट एंड विल अपलोड द वीडियो फॉर दैट क्वेश्चन. नाउ लेट मी डू द क्वेश्चन नंबर 10. और उससे पहले अगर आपको फिर भी लगता है तो आप मुझे बताइएगा. क्वेश्चन नंबर 10 देखिएगा. फाइंड द एंगल बिटवीन द फॉलोइंग पेयर्स ऑफ लाइन. वी नीड टू फाइंड द एंगल बिटवीन द लाइन्स. दो लाइन्स हैं, उन दोनों लाइन के बीच में एंगल निकालना है. ऑलरेडी वी हैव डिस्कस हाउ कैन वी फाइंड द एंगल. द फॉर्मूला इज गिवन बाय cos theta is equal to b1 vector dot b2 upon b1 magnitude and b2 magnitude. So this is your like this. Question number now 10. We will do the question number 10. Question number 10 states that find angle between the pair of lines. The first equation of lines given as vector r is equal to, this is your 2i cap minus 5j cap plus k cap plus lambda of, this is given as your 3 to 6. 3i cap plus 2j cap plus 6k cap. This is your the equation of the first line. And second line is given as your vector r is equal to 7i cap minus 6j cap plus mu of I cap plus 2j cap plus 2k cap. So dear students, अगर आप कंपेयर करेंगे जनरल इक्वेशन ऑफ लाइन की इन द वेक्टर फॉर्म, which is in the form of vector r is equal to a plus lambda b. So in this case, this is your vector a1, this is vector a1, this is your vector b1, this is your a2, this is your b2. So cos theta is always given by b1 vector dot b2 vector upon b1 magnitude and b2 magnitude. So what is the value of b1 vector? This is given by 3i cap plus 2j cap plus 6k cap dot I cap plus 2j cap plus 2k cap divided by, this is your b1 vector magnitude is given by 3 square plus 2 square plus 6 square under the root into square root of 1 square plus 2 square plus 2 square. Further it can be written as cos theta will be equal to, डॉट प्रोडक्ट आपको बच्चे पता ही कैसे करते हैं, आई कैप के कोफिशिएंट को आई कैप के कोफिशिएंट के साथ, जे कैप के कोफिशिएंट को जे कैप के साथ और के कैप के कोफिशिएंट को के कैप के साथ मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. सो दिस इज 3 इंटू 1 3 प्लस 2 इंटू 2 4 प्लस 6 इंटू 2 इज 12 डिवाइडेड बाय, दिस इज योर 9 प्लस 4 प्लस 36 under the root into, this is your 1 plus 4 plus 4 and this is your 9 4 3 7 7 and 12 is your 19 divided by, this is your 49 square root 49 is your multiply by, this is your 9 and cos theta will be given by 19 upon 7 into 3 which is your implies cos theta is equal to 19 upon 21 and theta will be your cos inverse 19 upon 21. So this is the angle between the given two lines. So dear students, you can do the question number 11 as well, which is the same as the question number 10, but this is your in the Cartesian form and I have told you about the vector form. So you can do by yourself. Let me do the question number 12, which is very important one. Question number 12. Let's see what the question number 12 states. Let's see dear students, question number 12 is your find the value of p so that the lines 1 minus x upon 3 7y minus 14 upon 2p lines are given to you and we need to find the value of p. So this is your given lines are question number, this is your 12, 1 minus p over 1 minus x upon 3. This is 1 minus x upon 3 is equal to, second is 7y minus 14 upon given as your 2p and next is your z minus 3 upon 2 and equation of second line is given as 7 minus 7x upon 3p y minus 5 upon 1, and the last one is your 6 minus z by 5. These are the given two equation of lines, and these are at right angles. Then we need to find the value of p. दोनों लाइंस हमारे 90 डिग्री एंगल क्रिएट करती हैं आपस में, तो मुझे p की वैल्यू निकालनी है। बच्चों वैसे तो इस क्वेश्चन में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, अगर दो लाइंस आपस में 90 डिग्री एंगल बनाती हैं, मीन्स दोनों लाइन आपस में परपेंडिकुलर हैं, तो उनके डायरेक्शन रेशियोज़ की प्रोडक्ट का सम हमेशा 0 के इक्वल होता है। वी नो वेरी वेल, वही कंसेप्ट हम लोग यूज़ करेंगे इस क्वेश्चन के अंदर। लेकिन वन थिंग यू शुड हैव टू कीप इन ऑलवेज इन माइंड दैट द इक्वेशन शुड बी इन अ प्रॉपर फॉर्म. दिस इज नॉट इन प्रॉपर फॉर्म. प्रॉपर फॉर्म कब होती है? whenever this is in the form of x minus x1, y minus y1, z minus z1, the coefficient of x, coefficient of y and coefficient of z, they should be positive as well as 1. 1 होने जरूरी है और पॉजिटिव होने जरूरी है, तभी हम कर सकते हैं. सो यहाँ नहीं है तो वी हैव टू डू टेक माइनस कॉमन. दिस इज x minus 1 by 3, take 7 common, this is y minus 2 by 2p, and last one is correct. Now again let minus 7 is common, x minus 1 upon 3p, and this is your y minus 5 by 1, and minus common z minus 6 by 5. The coefficient should be positive as well, so this can be written as x minus 1 by minus 3, y minus 2 upon 2p by 7, and this is z minus 3 by 2. And second line is your x minus 1 by 3p upon minus 7 is equal to y minus 5 by 1 and z minus 6 by minus 5. So these are the given two equation of lines, and we need to now find the value of p such that these lines are perpendicular to each other. और perpendicular condition क्या होती है? Whenever lines are perpendicular, it means the sum of the product of their direction ratio should be 0. So this is your a1 b1 c1, a2 b2 c2. So a1 a2, which is minus 3 into 3p by minus 7 plus 2p by 7 multiplied by 1 plus 2 into minus 5 should be equal to 0. Implies 9p by 7 plus 2p by 7 minus 10 is equal to 0. Implies 11p by 7 is equal to 10. This implies 11p is equal to 70, and the value of p will be your 70 upon 11. So the value of p is your 70 upon 11. So this is the value of p in which these two lines are perpendicular to each other. So this is all about the question number 12, and till 13 question, my dear students, you can do by yourself. So in the next video we will discuss about the shortest distance in between of two skew lines. Till then, have a nice day. Good day.